Is Apple a Tesla Nio Killer now that it's entered the EV market? In this video, I will discuss the technical analysis, price prediction, and the recent news that's affecting Apple stock as it moves forward. So stick around, I think you might like what I have in store for you. Hi, this is Anthony and this is Quantum Finance channel. I'm an engineer, data analyst turned entrepreneur and investor. In this channel, I discuss about stock investments and e-commerce businesses. Boy, oh boy, has the EV space become more competitive with the recent news that Apple will launch its first car by 2024. Apple stock popped about 3% yesterday on the news. So the question is, should you buy Apple? And will Apple become a Tesla and Nio killer? Let's take a look at a technical analysis and what the news is all about. Let's take a look at the 5-day chart of Apple stock performance. The news actually broke on Monday evening, and yesterday it popped to $134 range with over 400 million shares to pour in. It traded sideways and ended the day at $131.88. It formed a doji candlestick pattern, and based on today's trading at the time of this recording, is trading about 131.80 to 132. I suspect that it will not form or confirm a bearish reversal. In matter of fact, I do think that the bulls will continue to push this higher, and we'll get to the prediction, but I think it will be about 140 in the near term. So let's take a look at the 1-year chart for the big picture. From March to July, it was actually trading nicely in a channel trend. It broke out on news of a 4-for-1 split and went parabolic. It traded all-time high at 137.98, and since then it had a 25% correction. It went down to 104 level. It oscillated between 108 and 128 until yesterday, where it broke out, and I really believe that the bulls will push this higher moving forward. I mean, the EV market right now is very, very hot. So by now you probably heard that Reuters article cited that Apple has developed a breakthrough in battery technology that would reduce costs, improve vehicle safety, improve packaging and range. We have heard Apple been in discussion since 2008 of the idea of entering the EV market. And in 2014, Apple has revealed that they would enter the EV market under the project name Titan. However, in 2019, Apple decided to scale back the project. They did hire a bunch of engineers from Tesla, but in recent years, I think they did let go about 200 employees associated to the project. It makes sense that Apple may enter the EV space just because they have converging technology that is ripe for disruption, and there is enough space in the EV industry for another player. Apple's competitive advantage is a very, very strong brand recognition and a cult following fans. It has a strong balance sheet, deep pockets, world-class designers and engineers. It has strong track record to integrate hardware, software, and services seamlessly. The key technologies in development right now, Apple has done a great job with its processor, battery, display, camera, LiDAR, and sensors. Note that most of these technologies are currently already in the iPhone 12. The automotive transportation total addressable market, or TAM, is over $2 trillion. Currently, there is only 3% of total cars sold are electric vehicles. Industry experts are predicting that that could grow to 30% of the total cars sold over the next 5 years. According to Reuters and other analysts, there are 3 possible outcomes from the news article. They speculate that 1, Apple could introduce an actual electronic self-driving iCar. 2, they would license its autonomous software in existing vehicles. Or 3, they would acquire or partner with an established car manufacturer. We don't know for sure of what would happen, as Apple has been tight-lipped about the whole project. It will be interesting to see how Apple will execute its strategies and perform against Tesla and Nio moving forward. Don't get me wrong, I am an Apple fan for many, many years. I only say this because the auto industry is capital-intensive business with razor-thin margin. There are other potential issues of supply chain and ramping up production. Apple does not manufacture any of its products, but they do outsource to Asian suppliers. In doing so, they may not be able to achieve what Tesla has achieved through its vertical integration and operating leverage. Tesla is king in the EV market at the moment. As more EV players enter the market, Tesla will lose some of its market shares. However, the overall TAM will continue to increase. Therefore, Tesla will continue to grow and maintain its leadership position. At the moment, I do not see Apple as a major threat to Tesla or Nio. Tesla is several years ahead of the EV market with its battery technology and manufacturing capacity prowess. Apple's entry would be more of a threat to the internal combustion engine vehicles manufacturers such as GM or Ford. It is interesting to note that Elon weighed in on this news by tweeting that he once tried to sell Tesla to Apple, but Tim Cook wouldn't meet with him. Apple didn't respond to the recent tweet. Apple could have purchased Tesla for about $60 billion when Tesla was in financial trouble several years ago. Man, time has changed, and since then, Tesla has more access to capital more than ever, and therefore, this is another reason that I do not think that Apple will be a threat to Tesla. Should you invest in Apple? Personally, I believe that Apple is a very solid stock. It's a stock that you buy and hold long term. If the news is true that by 2024 that Apple will launch its iCar, the current stock price is undervalued because it's not factored that in. And therefore, I do see that it will double or triple in the next 2 to 3 years. I do have to disclose that I'm a shareholder of Apple, Tesla, and Nio. Now, if you find this video of value, please hit the subscribe button below, share the video to friends and family that could find values in this video, and also hit the bell button so that you could get the latest update on my next video. And I do appreciate that you stick around all the way to the end of this video, and thank you for your support.